Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learn with PR and welcome back to the linked list series in C++. In this video, we will learn how to delete a node in doubly circular linked list using C++. We will understand how to delete a node from beginning, end and specific position. So let's understand the concept step by step. So basically the concept of doubly circular linked list. Basically it is a type of linked list where each node contains three things: previous pointer, data and next pointer. And the list forms a circular structure. That means the next pointer of the last node points to the head node and the previous pointer of the head node points to the last node. Because of this circular structure, we must carefully update the pointers during deletion. So let's understand how we can do it, deletion at beginning. So if the list is empty, right, then deletion cannot be performed, right? If there is only one node, we specially delete it and set the head point to null. Okay, so if there is only one node, we simply delete it, no, and set the head pointer to null. But if the list contains multiple nodes, then we must find the last node, move the head pointer to the next node, update previous pointer of the new node, right, new head you can say, okay, and update the next pointer of the last node. That maintain, that maintain the circular structure. All right, now let's check out how we can do it. First, I will tell you the step by step explanation how we can perform it. Okay, suppose we have this, we have a simple head as 1000. Okay, and this is the first node, second node and third node. All right, so in this we are taking help from temp is right now head. That means it's pointing to this location. Okay, this is a temp. All right, so temp is 1000. Then means we have to now track the last node as well. So last node address we have stored in the head of previous. So I am writing last pointer also containing head of previous. Okay, so this is the head of previous, that is 3000. All right, so now last is pointing to this location, that is last. Okay, done. So last is now 3000. Now set head as head of next. What is head? Head is this 1000, head of next 2000. So set this head as 2000. So now it's not pointing this location, it's pointing to this location. All right, now we have to change this also. No, we have to change this value, it's not connected to this node. Actually head is now 2000. That means this is the first node now and the last node is this. Okay, so we have to update 3000 value in the now head of previous. This is the head of previous right now. So head of previous may update the last. What is last? That is 3000. Okay, so now here you will say 3000. Now it will say pointing to this location. Okay, now not pointing to this location. Okay, now once you have updated previous head of previous as 3000, then last of next you have to make as head. So what is head? Head is 2000. So last of next, this is the last of next, make it as a 2000. Okay, so you will update this thing as a 2000. Last of next now become 2000. Now delete the temp. What is temp? This was a temp, not delete it. So when you will delete this, you will see your linked list will be as here head is 2000, 2000, right? And here 3000. So you have updated this thing 3000. 20 is here, 3000 is here. This is the 2000. Okay, now here 2000 remains same, 30 will be same, and here we are making 2000. So just write down 2000. So this is how you can delete the first node. Okay, now let's check how we can write a simple program. Okay, so in C++ we will make a program. Here I'm writing a program. I have written already a node. Okay, we are creating a class name Doubly Circular Linked List. Okay, here we are giving head and this is how we can create node. Okay, so this is how we can create number of nodes inside linked list. Okay, I have already completed how we can insert at beginning, okay, how we can insert at end, and how we can insert specific location में a new node. Okay, so please check that video also. Okay, so now let us start with how we can do it, deletion at beginning. Okay, I'm writing here a function. So I'm writing a function as void delete beginning. So beginning element will delete, node will delete. Okay, so we don't need to give any specific thing, है ना? So now I'm writing here if head is null. अगर head ही null है तो हम कुछ delete नहीं कर सकते हैं. Okay, so we will simply write cout list is empty. Done, and return. We will return back to int main. Okay, we will write if there is only one node, है ना? That will be the first and the last node. So I'm writing here condition if head of next is equal to head. Okay, then do delete head, and head will get the value of null. So with the help of delete keyword, we can delete any pointer, or you can say any kind of uh, memory allocation you can delete. Okay, all right. So now in a head you will assign null. Okay, and then return. Done. So this is when the node, when there is no node. This is for when you have only one node. Okay. Now, if both condition are false, then this will definitely work. That means there is a number of nodes inside linked list. Okay. Now let's write a code. Here I'm writing, we were taking help of temp. Okay, temp, and temp will get the value of head. Done. Temp will get the value of head. We are taking now our next pointer, that's we are saying last will get the value of head of previous. Okay, head of previous. Done. So when you are saying head of previous, that means it's now pointing to the last node. Okay, now change head now will get the value of head of next. So whatever the head of next, that become now the first node. Okay, and change head of previous first, change head of previous as the last, whatever the last is. Okay, and we have to change the last of next as well. Okay, next as well as head. Done. And now delete temp. We have done already this step by step explanation. Do not confuse here. Please check that also again. Okay, then come back to check this program as well. Okay, so we were saying that temp is now getting the first node. Okay, it's pointing to the first node. Last is pointing to the last node. Why? Because we want to delete the first node, है ना? हमें first node को delete करना है, last node के address को फिर हमें second node में डालना पड़ेगा ना, उसके next में. So this is how we are saying, sorry, previous में. So head of previous now getting the last, and the last next will get the value of head. Okay, and delete your temp. So first node will be deleted, second will become the first node. Now let's run this. So I'm now removing this one. Beginning में हम insert कर रहे थे पहले. Now we need to delete it. So we have how many nodes? We have 3 nodes. Okay, so obj dot delete begin. Okay, now delete it and display obj dot display. Okay, now run this code. So capital N you are writing. So small n you have to write. Okay, now run this code. So this 10 is now deleted. It's now starting from 2030 here. Okay, so original linked list was this. Now it become as 20 and 30. The first node we have already deleted. Okay, so this is how we can delete at beginning. Now let's check out how we can delete at end. Okay, now let's understand deletion at the end. So we first find the last node, okay, which we will get from the head of previous. Well, first you have to check the head is null or not. Means head is null, that means there is no node. If there is only one node, then we will delete that only. Okay, so that we have already covered in the previous one. Okay, now if you have to delete the last node, that means you have to find the last node. How you will find the last node? With the help of head of previous, है ना? Then we move to the second last node. हम second last node में जाएंगे. Okay, then we will update next pointer of the second last node. हम update कर देंगे second last के next को. Okay, and then we will update the previous pointer also of head. Head के previous pointer को we have to change, and we will delete the last node. Okay, so here also we will write two more pointers. Okay, now let's check the step by step explanation first. Suppose we have head is this, three nodes we have. We want to delete this one. So when you want to delete this one, that means it will say first take the last. What is last? Last is this now 3000. So where you have stored in this. So this you can say head of previous. This is the head of previous, head of data. This is head of next. You know? So head of previous is 3000. So last me you are giving 3000. That means last is pointing this location. This is L. Okay, now second last pointer we are taking. Second last pointer means you are storing the value of last of previous. What is last? This is the last of previous is 2000. So in the second last you are storing 2000. That means this is a second last element. So I'm writing SAO. Okay, this is a second last. Done. Now change. Now you have to make some changes. What change we have to do? जब हमें ये delete करना है बेटा, right? So we have to delete this one ना. We have to change this one ना. 3000 ko hi we will change it. That will be become now head. Whatever head is means now it will point back to the first node that's having address 1000. That's why I'm writing here second last of next. Second last of next means this one. Change it as a head. What is head? Head is 1000. You know? So second last node, sorry, second last next will get the value of 1000. That means this is 1000. 100. Okay, 1000, sorry. Okay. So now you have changed it. Done. Now head of previous. What is head of previous? Head of previous, this one. We have to change this also. That need to be changed as the second last node address. So what is the second last node address? That is 2000. 2000, no? 2000, right? So upload that thing. 2000 you have to upload in the head of previous. What is head of previous here? Now here will be 2000. Now delete the last. This need to delete. Last is this. Okay. So this will not connect. Now this is there you will say 1000. 1000 is here now. So it will now point back to this first node. Okay. And this is a 2000. 2000 will say here. Here is 2000. Now it's not pointing this location. Now the final final linked list will looks like as head is now 2000 here. Here you are writing 2000. No. So here is 1000 only. Okay. This is wrong. So here head is 1000. Okay. You are deleting the last node. So there is no link to change the head. Okay. Head को कोई change करने का link ही नहीं बन रहा है. Right. Now this is 1000. 1000 is this address. Okay. In this you change as 2000. So here 2000. Here you didn't change anything. This is okay. Right. This you not change. Okay. That is same. 20 is same. Okay. Here you are writing 1000. So I'm writing here 1000. So this is how your linked list. When you want to delete at end. Now let's check out how we can write a program. Okay. Okay. So I'm making a function here. Void delete end. Okay. I'm making a function. Okay. Now the same thing I will do means I will I will check head is null or not. I will check the first there is only one node, so this will perform same. Okay, I'm writing copying it here, pasting here. Now this is how we are doing it. Okay, now we have to set as last and second last. Okay, I'm writing a node star last. So last where I will found from the head of previous. Done. Head of previous we will get last. Okay, and second last we will get from So I'm writing second last. So second last we will get from last of previous. So whatever last of previous you write. What is the last of previous? So last of previous means last will get the value of head of previous. That means the last node. Okay, so last node के जो previous में होगा that will be the second last ना. Address जो भी आपने last of previous में रखा होगा that will be the second last. That is done. Okay. Now we have to change now. What we have to change? We have to say the second last of next. We need to change it as head. Okay, done. And head of previous we need to change as second last. Okay, we have to change it. है ना, हमको जो सेकंड लास्ट के नेक्स्ट में देना है वो हेड ही होगा. दैट्स व्हाई दैट्स हाउ इट विल पॉइंट टू द फर्स्ट नोड. ओके, एंड हेड ऑफ प्रीवियस को मेरे को सेकंड लास्ट देना पड़ेगा. दैट इज हाउ यू कैन से फर्स्ट नोड कनेक्टेड टू द लास्ट नोड. डन डन. ओके, नाउ लास्ट में यू हैव टू डिलीट लास्ट. तो डिलीट भी कर दो लास्ट को. once you delete it, then this is how you will say it. Okay, now run this code. So I am now calling obj.delete end. Okay, once you are deleting, display it. Run this code. So here you will see there is only 20 left, as 30 we have deleted already. So once you deleted the 30, so 20 will left. Now you will say deletion at end you have done. Now let's understand how we can delete a node at a specific location. हम एक स्पेसिफिक लोकेशन, मैंने कहा मैं थर्ड लोकेशन को डिलीट करना चाहती हूँ, सेकंड को डिलीट करना चाहती हूँ, या किसी को भी, तो हाउ वी कैन डू इट. So now let's understand deletion at a specific location. So first we traverse the list until we reach the node that needs to delete, then we update two connections. That connections, you can say previous node next pointer we need to change. Okay, we have to update it, and next node previous pointer we need to change, and then finally we delete the required node. All right, so we simply say what that previous, we have to store the previous node to delete, which we need to delete. Okay, and the next node, so we need a 3 pointers here actually. Okay, and then we will set as previous of next will become the next node, and then next node of previous will become the previous, that you will delete. So okay, now let's understand the scenario how we can perform it. Suppose you are saying I want to delete the third position, third node को मुझे delete करना है, this node को I want to delete, or you can say second node को, whatever it is. Okay, so now set temp as head. This is a temp. Okay, this is temp. Temp is now 1000. Okay, now you will check, you have to go till traverse करना ना पहले हमें, तो we have to go till the desired node which you want to delete we found. Okay, हमें मिल गया, तब तक हमें चलते रहना है. ठीक है, so I am saying for loop लगाओ. You know the iteration, how many times, 3 times we have to go, whatever the condition you want to follow. Okay, so temp will get the value of temp of next. What is temp of next? 2000. So now temp will become 2000. That means temp is pointing this location. Temp is not this. Done. Okay. Now I become 2. 2 is smaller than 3. True. Again change, temp will get the value of temp of next. What is temp of next? 3000. So now temp is pointing this location. Okay. Now the final temp is this. Temp is now here. T. Okay, this is temp. Done. Now 3000. Now check 3 become I become 3. 3 smaller than 3, false. It's equal to. Okay, now temp is final. This 3000. This is a final temp. Okay, now do previous node. I am taking one more pointer which is having a previous node name, and will say set as temp of previous. What is temp of previous? 2000 now. So this is your what? Previous node. As you can see, this is a previous node. Okay, so previous node, that is 2000. Temp of previous, this is a temp. this whole temp of previous is this 2000. All right, done. Done. Okay. Now this is the previous. So here you can say this is previous. Done. Now next node. So what is next node? Say the temp of next. What is temp of next? 2000 now. This is your 2000. So you will say this is the next node. I am writing NX. Okay, this is the next node. So we have taken two more pointers, two more pointers we have taken. We are taking temporary to, as a pointer, okay, which is holding the node which we need to delete. This previous say that just uh, I want to delete temp now. So temp ka previous we are holding this actually. That is the temp of previous. All right. Now this next node is what? टेम्प के बाद वाला. अब टेम्प के बाद वाला क्या होगा? दैट मीन्स 1000 जो भी इसका एड्रेस होगा. सो मीन्स अगेन बैक टू हेड. So that is your next. So 3 pointers we are taking care of. Okay, here. Now, previous of next. What is previous node of next? This is a previous node. है ना? This is a previous node. Previous node of next, that is 3000 you are saying. Here, this location we are talking about. Assign as next node. What is next node? This is a next node now. So assign here 1000. So here become 1000. Okay, done. This is done. Now, next node previous. What is next node previous? That is this one. This is the next node previous. We'll get the value of previous node. What is the previous node? This is the previous node. That is 2000. So write down here 2000. Okay. Once you have done this, then write down a simple thing, delete. Delete what you will delete? Delete temp. So when you will delete this temp, right, here you have assigned 1000. This 1000 will say pointing to this location. Okay, so now it's not pointing this location. No. This is now end. And here 2000, so this will say now pointing to this location. Okay, so you have deleted third position. Okay, now you got these two nodes only. So now let's write a program how we can delete it. So we will follow only this only, right? First we will write temp, we will get the value of head. Okay, and then for loop it will work. For loop mein jayega, right? Once we will find out where temp is over. Now we will write previous of node, will get the value of temp of previous. Huh? And then we will write next node, will get the value of temp of next, right? And then previous node of next will get the value of new node, and then next node of previous will get the value of previous node, and then delete the temp. Okay, so we'll simply write this only, okay, in our C program, C++ program. Now let's check out how we can write it. So now let's write a function, okay, to delete at a specific location. So I'm writing here void delete at specific location. All right, so we have to give that location. So I am writing here int POS, position I'm writing. Okay. All right, so inside it, I am giving first temp as head. Okay, I'm writing here node temp will get the value of head. Done. Once you are giving head value to temp, now we have to traverse till we find the desired position where we want to delete actually. Okay, so I'm writing int I will start from 1. It will go till I smaller than position. Oh. Okay, right? And then it will say I plus plus. Done. So this for loop simple. Why we are using for loop? Because we know how many iteration we have to follow. That's why it's simple as that. Okay. Now change temp means you have to update your temp as temp of next. Done. This is how we can do it. Now once we find the temp, now we have to say the previous and the next node. Okay. So I am creating first node as previous node. Okay, I'm writing a previous node and it will get the value of temp of previous. So whatever the temp of previous it will be, that will be the second last node, second node which you want to read. If you want to read the third node, So now this previous node will point to the next node, no, second node. Okay. Now we need one more node, that will be the next node I am saying. Okay. It will get the value of temp of next. Okay. So temp of next. Oh, all right. So here. Okay. So this is how we can say we have taken a two more pointer, our previous node, which will hold the address of a temp of previous, and the next node which will hold the value of the address of temp of next. Okay. Now we have to change previous node of next. So whatever the previous node of next, it will be changed as next node, whatever the next node. Okay. And the next node previous will get the value of, sorry, previous will get the value of previous node. Okay. This is done. Now delete temp. So now delete temp. So when you will delete temp, right, then you will say you have deleted the specific position node. Okay, now call it. So here I'm calling obj dot delete specific location position. You can give, okay, first of all, well, we have already deleted so many times, so we left with only one node. That's 20, you know. So ignore these. Now delete it. Okay, otherwise we have to again insert a new node, in our linked list. Okay, now I'm saying second I want to delete. Okay, and then display obj dot display. So now run this code. So here's the error, previous node. Okay, so simple write here correct name. Okay, so I'm writing here previous node. Okay, now run this code. So you will see 20 is deleted. In the second position mein we have deleted the rat node, and this left with 10 and 30 and back to head. Okay, so this is how you can delete actually, right? So we have set two pointers for it, where we are giving temp of previous value to the previous node and temp of next value to the next node. Okay, and then we are simply interchanging it, in the next previous of next node we are giving the value of, we are taking the value of next node. Okay, and next node previous we are giving value as previous node. Okay, and then we were deleting the temp is now pointing to that location which you actually need to delete, which you are deleting. Okay, that's that is what that is, a deletion at a specific. All right. So so this is how deletion works in a doubly circular linked list using C++. So if you found this explanation helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more programming tutorials. On this channel, we have already completed linked list. Okay, so we are learning data structure using C++ step by step with a clear explanation as well and coding examples. Also check out the complete linked list playlist where we covered topics like singly, doubly, circular and doubly circular linked list. So watching the full playlist will help you understand linked list from basic to advanced level. Okay. So the playlist link is available in the description below. Please check that. And in the previous video, we will learn about the time complexity and space complexity of linked list. So which is very important for understanding the efficiency of data structures and for coding interviews as well. So till then, keep learning, keep practicing and keep coding. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.